Hey there folks, got a new nephew. I know it's been a while since I've done a vid. I know it's been a while since we've done a Weakness and Steel vid. That should be coming up soon, hopefully, maybe this weekend. We've been talking about getting together. But I have this new knife here I want you guys to check out. This is a new knife from Jason Overall, Larevo Knives. He was kind enough to send it to me to check out, and he wanted me to share with you guys this new masterpiece that he just created. This model is the Tabasu. That's one of Jason's models. He has four currently: the Tabasu, the Fractal, the Kiba, and the Phazon. If you don't follow Jason, I'll put the link below to his Instagram. He also has a website, and you get an idea of the different knife models he has. Jason's from Florida. He's a fairly new knife maker. If you saw my last video on the Phazon, I'll put the link. I'll put it up here somewhere so you guys can check it out. Just a little more background information on Jason. But Jason, again, was kind enough to send this over to me to check out. And this is definitely a lot different from his Phazon model, the one that I checked out before. Pretty cool stuff. So let's get to it. As you notice right away, this one has this beautiful damascene steel. I think it's the first time Jason may have worked with it. I think he says enthusiastically how easy it was to work with and easy to sharpen. It's definitely a gorgeous blade. I myself do not have a damascene steel blade. I think the Bandit does. I think he has something damascene steel from Kirby Lambert. But just a gorgeous blade. I love the overall shape of this knife. It's it kind of, I know it's definitely a little bit different, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of a Southern. The swoop of the blade, just really gorgeous. So the materials, again, it's damascene steel, and you can see. Let's do some macros. Hopefully they'll light. It's very shiny, very reflective, very satiny, where it's not stained. But you can see the layering, the beautiful layering of the damascene steel. It's a very generous chunk of steel provided to you by Jason. Some jimping over there, and you can still see the layering of the damascene steel. I thought it was dirt at first when I was checking. I was like, what is that? But it's actually the layering of the damascene steel. The bolsters, if you've noticed. Now, I'm no expert, so the first time I just saw the knife and I checked out the bolsters, I thought it was marble carbon fiber, but it's not. It's actually M3 Mokume. Now, if you've seen my video before on the Elishwitz knives, I do have an M3 composite knife. It's not the bolster; it was the handle. This is the same thing. This is M3 Mokume, and it's some kind of a composite, a super composite of a mixture of different steels. The M3 stands for macromolecular materials. So it's a combination of high purity materials and other exotic elements. I've seen them combine the M3 with damascene steel. I'm not sure if this does. I haven't really conferred with Jason to see what the materials are, but as you can see, the knife is very monochromatic, basically all the same colors. The handle scales, that is a liner lock. The handle scales are lightning strike carbon fiber. He's got this beautiful gear pattern, and the gear pattern backspacer is Zerk. I mean, just really high quality materials he put into this knife. The liners are titanium, which he did a nice, beautiful blue anno on. You can see it as a liner lock. Lockup is fairly early, but solid. The pocket clip. Now, there was an evolution to the pocket clip to this particular knife. And again, if you follow Jason, you know what I'm talking about. He's had different materials. He can't seem to settle down on what material. I believe he may have had a damascene steel pocket clip. I think he had a Zerk pocket clip. There might have been other ones, and he finally settled. I'm not sure if he settled. He might change this again on this Bacon Damascus pocket clip. Sculptured. You know, Jason is known for his beautiful, good retention too. Good sculptured pocket clips. He actually makes them, I mean, gorgeous. The different pocket clips he creates. The hardware. The hardware is also titanium. I believe it's Steve Kelly. So, yeah, ceramic bearings and ceramic detent ball. Let me see, yeah, if you can see that right there. And as with his meticulousness and his attention to detail, he also did engine turning on the titanium liners. I mean, that is just detail after detail after detail. Just a gorgeous knife. Fits really good in the hand. This one is one of his smaller blades. I believe this is 3.5 inches. I believe all the other blades are 4 inches. I want to say this is one of my favorite models from Jason. And I like his new one also, his Kiba model. Jason overall will be at Blade Show. So if you guys are going to Atlanta in June, definitely check him out. He may have this knife for sale if it doesn't go before then. He's going to have a variety of knives available, I'm sure, with all these exotic materials. Beautiful detent. I love the flipper design. That's the first thing I saw. You know I'm a flipper guy, and I love it. I don't know why more knife makers don't make their flipper tab like this. And you can see, again, the beautiful dam steel pattern on it. I mean, it's just perfect for a push button. I don't want to hit my thing here. I mean, it just flies out with little effort. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's just perfect. Perfection. So, awesome. I mean, great design on the flipper tab. Great design. Some light jimping on it. He also has some light jimping on the spine of the blade. It just feels really good in hand. It is a smaller knife, folks. Again, I got medium-sized hands. So, I mean, it's not tiny by no means. But it's a good-looking knife. Now, Jason told me that he's been carrying this knife for a few weeks, which he does with most of his new models and a lot of his knives. He just wanted to see how it pockets. It sits in his pocket, and I'm sure he flips it a bunch of times. And I don't know if he used it, but he can always resharpen it. But the last time I spoke to him, he did that too. He told me that he carried around that Phase-On for a while. So that's kind of cool. Notice there's a little stick there, but that's probably because it's brand new. But you know what? To me, a little stick is good, right? A little stick is good. It's not terrible, but I wanted to address it because I know you guys can hear it. Right? Now, Jason's always experimenting with new materials. Right? As you can see right here. Just gorgeous. I love this. I yet to have, I want to get a bacon Damascus, either a blade or a handle. I want something with bacon Damascus. I think that's just sexy. And I believe what he told me was he cut this bacon Damascus in the cross section so you can see the layering of the Damascus. Look how fat that is over there. Look at that sculpted. It's gorgeous. Really beautiful. He did some ano on the screws there. You can see it. It's like a light blue ano. Pretty. Love the lightning strike. It's seamless. The transition from the scales to the bolster. Just beautiful work. I mean, all handmade, folks. All handmade. And I noticed something. You might be able to see it too. Here, you might notice that I've seen this somewhere before. I forgot. I don't know if it was. I've seen it somewhere on another knife where, and you can see that this particular liner is a little bit, just a smidgen. This one, thinner than this one. I guess Jason realized that he couldn't make this because this is the lock bar, he couldn't make it too thin. And again, that just goes to show you it's handmade, not cut by CNC, I believe. But just a gorgeous knife. I mean, take a look at this beautiful damascene steel blade. I mean, it is just sexy. Definitely. I mean, just amazing for a collector like me. Who wouldn't want? Look at the intricate patterns on that. Just gorgeous. Interesting about the Mokume M3 Mokume Gane is that apparently these are hand folded. Right? I believe it originated in Japan. And I think the literal translation of Gane, or Mokume, maybe it's Mokume, is wood grain. So it's, I guess they're trying to simulate like wood grain, even though this one, not really, but. So traditionally in the past in Japan, they use this material to decorate samurai swords. Isn't that interesting? So very kind of Jason to send me this knife to check out. Maybe he'll send me a Kiba. I really want to check out a Kiba. Just another local knife maker, folks, making his way through the ranks. His knives start at $650 depending on the materials. So if you're interested, definitely check him out. Check out his information below. Alright folks, that's the Tabasu by Jason Overall. Larevo Knives. Peace.